In inquiry into religion, it is essential that every individual possesses a religion, as religion serves as a medium through which one's philosophical and moral ideals are expressed. In the absence of religion, a person may pose a threat to the stability and harmony of society. While science and psychology can greatly expand our intellectual horizons, they do not provide the deeper purpose or existential meaning of life. That role belongs uniquely to religion. Each person should be free to select a religion that aligns with reason and scientific understanding. In accordance with their personal volition, no individual has the right to impose religious beliefs upon others, nor should religion be promoted through exploitation, be it of poverty, ignorance, or emotional dependency. Freedom of religious choice is a fundamental human right, to be exercised according to one's preferences and intellectual discernment. To follow a religion blindly is to undermine its spiritual and philosophical essence. Human beings are not mere animals, endowed with reason and conscience. They are capable of distinguishing right from wrong and adapting to changing circumstances. Hence, it is imperative that individuals adopt a religion that is both rational and conducive to the cultivation of wisdom. The middle path. The religion we are about to introduce in this essay is a scientific system of education, propagated by a great, compassionate and enlightened one more than 25 centuries ago. This religion is known as the middle path, the right path, or the noble way of life. It is both a moral and philosophical system, as well as a religion of freedom and reason. This religion teaches the following principle: avoid all evil, cultivate all good, and purify the mind by eliminating inner defilements. Human virtue plays a central role in this religion. The great teacher of this path once declared, "I do not ask you to come and believe, but to come, see, and practice." Such a statement encourages all individuals to carefully examine the teachings and to retain the freedom to accept or reject them based on their own understanding. He never urged anyone to embrace this religion without first comprehending its principles. Meaningless rituals and external worship are not the essence of this religion. There is no place for blind faith, superstition, or esoteric and mysterious doctrines. Everything is presented openly, allowing followers to choose and judge freely. They are encouraged to study and investigate the teachings independently and are given full liberty to ask questions until they gain thorough understanding. According to the founder of this great religion, one should not believe in something simply because it was proclaimed by a revered figure or has been passed down by tradition. Instead, one must use one's own reason and intelligence to examine its validity, accepting only that which proves to be beneficial and meaningful in actual practice. This religion teaches that the Noble Eightfold Path, consisting of right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration, is the only middle way that leads beyond the deep-rooted afflictions of life. In the ceaseless cycle of existence, every sentient being is subject to these afflictions. The middle path, however, is not a metaphysical doctrine, not a set of rites and rituals, not dogmatism nor skepticism, not self-indulgence nor self-mortification, not eternalism nor nihilism. It is neither pessimistic nor optimistic. It is the path of awakening and liberation from suffering. This religion never claims that people suffer in the present world due to the sins of their ancestors. On the contrary, every individual bears the consequences of their own deeds, whether wholesome or unwholesome. Each person is responsible for their own suffering and happiness, for their own right or wrong actions. Whoever follows the middle path introduced by this religion will undoubtedly discover true peace and genuine happiness. This religion and the fulfillment of human aspiration. This religion satisfies the noble aspirations of humanity, while simultaneously aiding individuals in overcoming the suffering and distress that arise in life. It provides guidance on how to live harmoniously with others, and offers a profound sense of purpose and meaning in existence. Importantly, this religion does not propagate fear, nor does it implant ideas of dread or submission into the human mind. Fear and cowardice are absent from its teachings. Good causes bring about good results. Bad causes lead to bad results. Every action bears its own consequence. This is the natural law of the universe. This religion fully accepts that law, asserting that all human beings must reap what they have sown. Immoral deeds and wrongdoings stem from craving, hatred, and ignorance. These negative traits can only be overcome through one's own understanding, through self-awakening and insight. The happiness or suffering one experiences in this life is not determined by external forces, but by one's own wholesome or unwholesome actions, either in this present life or in previous existences. For this reason, the religion teaches, we are the result of what we have done, and we will become the result of what we are doing. This religion emphasizes that cause and effect play a fundamental role in every phase of human life. Within this continuous cycle of cause and consequence, it is difficult to identify an absolute beginning. For causes and effects are interdependent and ever-changing. A cause becomes an effect, and an effect in turn gives rise to new causes. The founder of this unique religion was not a mythical figure, but a great teacher who truly lived in this world. He never claimed to be a superhuman, a creator, or a god. Rather, he was a human being who realized the truth, who comprehended the mysteries of life, and who deeply understood the true causes of suffering and happiness. Today, this teacher is not only venerated by hundreds of millions of followers around the globe, but also revered and admired by scholars, intellectuals, and cultural figures alike. The noble one, the liberator, the democrat, the social reformer, the guide and encourager of humanity toward the path of righteousness, passed away at the age of 80. He left behind a message of compassion and a body of practical teachings that guide humankind toward peace and happiness, not only in this present life and future lives, but ultimately toward eternal peace and liberation. This great spiritual teacher comforted the afflicted, aided the poor and the outcast, uplifted the dignity of the despised, and guided thieves and wrongdoers back to the path of virtue. He gave strength to the weak, united the divided, dispelled superstition, illuminated the ignorant, uplifted the lowly, and praised the noble-hearted. Whether rich or poor, saint or sinner, all loved and revered him. From tyrannical kings to enlightened monarchs, from princes to nobles, famous or unknown, from generous philanthropists to stingy millionaires, from humble scholars to arrogant intellectuals, from the destitute and uneducated to sages and criminals, even outcast women scorned by society, all found comfort and benefit in his wise and compassionate words. His exemplary virtues became an endless source of inspiration and empathy for all. His calm and peaceful demeanor served as a soothing presence to his devoted followers. His message of peace and loving kindness was welcomed with joy and has brought lasting benefit to all who have had the opportunity to hear and practice it. His unwavering will, profound wisdom, boundless compassion, selfless service, noble renunciation, complete purity, exalted character, and his brilliant methods of teaching the Dharma, as well as the final fulfillment of his spiritual journey. All of these qualities have led 1/5 of humanity to revere him as a supreme teacher. Because humanity continues to suffer, this noble master renounced all worldly pleasures to search for the truth and to reveal the path of liberation from suffering. While he humbly visited and comforted the poor, kings and ascetics had to seek an audience with him. For 40 years after his enlightenment, he devoted all his time and energy to teaching and guiding others toward the end of suffering. This great teacher never feared anything, nor did he instill fear in anyone. This is one of the essential principles that must be cultivated and propagated in today's war-prone world. A world in which even human life is sacrificed to violence, and weapons of destruction sow fear, suspicion, and hatred. He was a brilliant scientist in the domain of human experience. For this reason, his teachings are often regarded as the doctrines of a singularly rational and scientific religion. He meticulously examined human existence in terms of both mind and matter, and clearly revealed the true potential within each of us. He dispelled darkness by shining the light of enlightenment upon it. To moralists, he offered the most valuable code of ethics, and he stood as a model of perfection. He fully embodied the virtues he taught, and he was completely pure. Among sages, he was one of the most persuasive, Yet he never used persuasion to coerce anyone into following him. Unshaken by praise or blame, he focused solely on using all his strength to help humanity escape the cycle of suffering. The great teacher and his timeless message. The great spiritual teacher taught humanity the path to inner tranquility, true happiness, and ultimate liberation. His method for attaining liberation is both liberal and scientifically rational, yet simple enough for all sentient beings to understand and apply. His message of peace has become even more vital in an age where humanity is increasingly poisoned by hatred, greed, envy, and pride. He was born into this world to dispel the darkness of ignorance and to liberate human beings from the consequences of their own misdeeds. Though many still do not believe in or follow any religion, if they earnestly study and reflect upon the teachings of this great teacher, their doubts will be dispelled, and they will come to recognize that this is a religion that has contributed immensely to the happiness and welfare of humankind. Whether or not one chooses to believe, his teachings continue to exert a profound influence. In the long history of this religion's propagation, not a single drop of blood has ever been shed in its name. His teachings have illuminated the path for humanity, helping people rise above dissatisfaction and adversity, guiding them toward a realm of compassion, peace, and true joy. Although 25 centuries have passed, his words remain powerful and undiminished, standing up to all challenges without requiring reinterpretation or revision. His teachings are in no way contradictory to the findings and discoveries of modern science. Morality is essential for liberation, but morality alone is not sufficient. It must be accompanied by wisdom. Morality and wisdom are like the two wings of a bird. Wisdom is the eye of humanity, and morality is the feet. Morality may be likened to a vehicle that takes one to the gate of heaven. But the key to open that gate is wisdom, heavenly bliss. Followers of this religion never claim exclusive access to divine grace or heavenly realms. According to the teachings, one creates one's own heaven or hell depending on how one lives. Anyone, regardless of their religious affiliation, may enjoy happiness and attain heavenly states if they lead a life of virtue and righteousness. Heaven is not reserved for one particular religion or religious community. It is open to all. Tolerance and understanding. Tolerance, understanding, and respect for the views of others are noble qualities that followers of this religion strive to cultivate. Loving kindness and compassion are not confined to human beings alone, but extend to all sentient beings. A way of life. Because of its clarity and reasonableness, this religion has successfully addressed existential doubts and guided humanity toward an improved way of life. This religion does not divide people into two groups, those saved and those forsaken, but rather acts as a civilizing force, transforming the barbaric into the refined, and the refined into the noble. Its followers do not place faith in mere prayers or supplications. Instead, they firmly believe in self-effort and in the efficacy of meditation as a means of self-mastery, self-restraint, purification, the cessation of suffering, and final liberation. Meditation, to them, is both nourishment for the mind and medicine for the heart. Human beings can change their own lives. Those who follow this religion believe that the human mind possesses limitless power. It creates a person, but it can also destroy that person. One's destiny depends on it. Therefore, human beings are capable of accomplishing anything if they know how to wisely harness the power of their minds. In practice, this religion has served as a precious beacon, guiding humanity toward peace, happiness, and eternal serenity. The world today faces many misunderstandings between races, both internationally and locally, as well as misunderstandings rooted in economic systems and ideological beliefs. To resolve these complex issues, people must learn to live together in a spirit of altruism and tolerance. This is entirely achievable under the guidance of this religion, which advocates cooperation founded on morality for the benefit of all sentient beings. The happiness and safety of humankind can only be secured when people recognize that the cultivation and expansion of moral values are far more important than material progress. Humanity must practice justice and truth, spread love, compassion, and mutual support. Only then can the world become a place truly worth living in. A true religion. There is nothing more beautiful and noble than cultivating a boundless, all-embracing love. No pleasure is sweeter than inner peace. No truth is clearer than the deep understanding of natural phenomena. No religion is more sublime than one that promotes spiritual and moral values. And no philosophy is deeper than one that yields immediate and tangible results for all who practice it. A religion of freedom. This religion does not forbid its followers from reading or studying other religions. As such prohibition would only reveal fanaticism. A fanatic never allows themselves to be guided by reason, let alone by methods of scientific observation and analysis. Therefore, followers of this religion enjoy complete freedom of thought. They possess an open and liberal spirit, and are not required to worship any deity in order to progress along their spiritual path. If one takes the time to carefully study the discourses of this religion, one's previous misconceptions about it will be dispelled. No one can rightly judge a religion simply by observing the rituals and devotional practices of those followers who may not yet fully understand their own faith. Instead, one must strive to understand the fundamental doctrines in order to arrive at a fair and accurate assessment. Man and God. Rather than placing human beings and their destinies under the arbitrary control of a remote deity and requiring absolute obedience to its will, this religion elevates the value of the human being, respecting and trusting in their own wisdom. It teaches us to help others selflessly, without expecting gratitude or reward. Its followers refrain from committing evil not out of fear of divine punishment, but because they are deeply aware of the root causes of suffering for all sentient beings. The motivation for doing good does not stem from a desire to please a deity or to earn divine favor, but from a genuine love and compassion for others. This religion teaches the path to moral perfection and wisdom without reliance on any supreme being. Profound knowledge does not arise through divine grace. The moral order of the world, as well as our actions and the results we reap, all unfold according to natural laws. The continuity of human existence from one life to the next does not depend on an immortal soul. Everlasting happiness transcends the concept of heaven conceived by humans. Salvation does not require the intervention of a messianic figure. Even within this very life, in this world, we may attain liberation through our own efforts. Can human life endure without sensual pleasures? Can one become righteous without praying to God? Yes, indeed, declared the founder of this religion. These goals are achievable through service, purity, moral discipline, and wisdom. Such noble virtues bring to human life a sense of serenity, peace, happiness, and liberation. The natural law of the universe. The natural law of the universe, as explained in this religion, can provide solutions to the problems of suffering. The mystery of destiny. The doctrine of predestination found in some religions. The phenomenon of prodigious children. And, most notably, the inequality among human beings. Understanding these natural laws brings us peace, hope, confidence, and spiritual encouragement. It helps us cultivate diligence, loving kindness, enthusiasm, generosity, tolerance, empathy, and altruism. We acquire these virtues because we realize that nothing is entirely evil, there is only relativity. A progressive and modern religion. This is not merely a theory, but a practical way of life. It is the oldest religion, yet at the same time, one of the most progressive and widely respected. This religion teaches human beings not to be enslaved by a god or any external power, but to develop their inner potential by using their own effort and intelligence to overcome the challenges of life. It possesses all the essential characteristics required of a rational religion. It is a religion suited to the future world, a scientific, reasonable, and progressive path that brings pride to its followers in the modern age. Indeed, in terms of the spirit it upholds, this religion is more scientific than science itself and more progressive than all other advancements. A religion free of discrimination. This was the first religion in history to oppose the caste system and to teach humanity the principle of equality. It provided every social class with equal opportunities for growth. It was this religion that brought true freedom to women, granting them the right to study and practice the teachings, marking the first time in human history that women enjoyed such social equality. The great teacher declared that the gates to success and prosperity are open to all, regardless of their social condition, whether they come from a high or low class, are saints or criminals, they can all improve and refine their lives. He did not demand blind obedience from his followers but gave them the opportunity for complete freedom of thought. The impermanence of life. This religion teaches that material and spiritual phenomena are two ever-changing elements. From moment to moment, from second to second, all things undergo transformation. The entire psychophysical process constantly maintains its nature of change. It arises and ceases, and this cycle continues endlessly. Therefore, nothing is eternal or everlasting in this world, or in any other. This religion also affirms the existence of other worlds within the universe, where other beings may also dwell. Doctrines and precepts. This religion does not impose dogmas that followers must accept blindly. Instead, it offers precepts to be observed voluntarily. These precepts are: not to kill, not to steal, not to engage in sexual misconduct, not to lie, and not to consume intoxicants. By observing these precepts, one becomes purified and is able to contribute to the peaceful life of others. In sharing this teaching, our intention is not to convert others or alter their beliefs, but rather to help them find the true path to peace and happiness, and to bring clarity in the practice of the religion they have rightfully understood, not merely followed in blind faith. We encourage everyone to practice their own religion sincerely, if they have truly found within it truth, peace, happiness, and liberation. This religion offers meaningful answers to many spiritual concerns and provides a fresh direction for the study of religion and philosophy. It also deepens one's understanding of Asian cultural life. You may find in it the kind of spiritual guidance that the modern world increasingly seeks and needs, while also helping you avoid harmful actions. This religion has brought a new spirit, new hope, and a new path to the world. Its essential and noble qualities have long been recognized clearly by many. Whatever your intentions may be, we invite you to explore more deeply and clearly the religion and ideals of its founder. The noble religion referred to in this text is Buddhism, and its founder is none other than the Blessed One, Shakyamuni Buddha. May you be well in body and serene in mind.